Well, you've gone international, haven't you?
We have.
Yeah. Yeah.
All because of LinkedIn.
That's amazing. Graham, you got on my radar because I'm a LinkedIn user, not the most prolific LinkedIn user, but you seem to be coming up in my feed a lot.
Yes, I have to say that LinkedIn has not only changed my career and business world, but probably changed my life, to be honest. I know that sounds a bit melodramatic to say that, but I went back to school in 2012 to do an MBA, and I was really lucky to be surrounded by a whole bunch of millennials, these young people. And back then they were doing some interesting stuff with Facebook ads, and Twitter was obviously big at that stage. I don't think Instagram had sort of taken off yet, but I started to see this opportunity to learn from these younger people about content marketing and pushing content out on social platforms.
Was it a fad back then?
It sort of was a little bit, and I have to admit, I felt like I'd joined the party late. I thought, everyone's already doing this stuff. I've missed the boat. Yeah. It turns out I hadn't missed the boat. It was still early.
Yeah, you're rated one of the highest LinkedIn users in Australia, aren't you? Or
yeah, I was given an award by LinkedIn Australia last year, Top Voice Award.
Wow. Along
with a number of other people. So I am fairly prolific on LinkedIn in terms of pushing out content, and I learned from the MBA, mate, that visibility creates opportunity.
Yeah.
And you know that from our sales background as well. But the sort of visibility that you can get on platforms like LinkedIn, where all your buyers are now, going to learn about stuff, is just phenomenal. I mean, it's a global, truly global market.
Someone said to me once, it's better to be known than to be the best.
Well, yeah. My favourite thing is we don't all have to be thought leaders, but we do all have to be thought contributors.
Yeah.
You've got to be engaged in the conversation.
So how's LinkedIn? So you said it's changed your life. So how's that evolved for you? The whole LinkedIn experience. So you said it started with the MBA.
Yeah, it started with the MBA. Having done a research project and gone out and interviewed buyers, I was very interested at that stage in buyer behaviour and all that change that you and I have talked about previously. Yeah. Did the research project, interviewed buyers, wrote a book, wrote a second book, and just got really fascinated in all the change that was happening. Yeah. Then I started to realise, well, I've got this content here in this book, chapters. Why don't I start pushing some of that out on LinkedIn? And this was, 2015. Yeah. So 5 years ago. And as I started to dabble with content, I started to realise that, early on, nothing much was happening. I'd push out an article or a post or something, and I'd get 3 or 4 people like it, mostly friends or whatever. But then I realised if I just start to engage with everybody that engages with my content and get them into my network, then they see my next post. Yeah. So I'd push out some content, I'd build my network. Yep. The bigger my network gets, the more people see the content, the more content I push out, the bigger the network gets. And I chipped away and chipped away and chipped away at that, Brad, for a long time, 12 months or so, without a lot of success, I have to say. Yeah. But then it started to grow a life of its own. And the more it started to grow, the more excited I got, because now I'm reaching people in all sorts of... So, case in point.
Well, you've gone international, haven't you?
We have. Yeah. We literally have. We've got clients now in the UK, the US. We've got clients in France, Dubai, obviously Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah. All because of LinkedIn.
That's amazing.
So it's incredible.
Yeah.